What's going on, everybody? Coach Adam today with Stretch and Release. If you are a member of TMMK Fitness, come and join me. If you are not, you can still join. Just know you are participating at your own risk. Today we're going to need a lacrosse ball. We're going to work on the lower body. All right. First one, we're going to start with releasing 3 different target areas. First one, we're going to start with that glute. So what I want you to do is go ahead and place that ball right on one cheek right there. I want you to sit on top of that ball, and we're going to keep that leg nice and extended. Arms are going to be out here by the sides, a little bit behind the body. And then what I'm going to have you do is we're going to do a nice gentle roll, just some different directions. So I'm going to go a little bit inside that glute cheek there, working all the way towards the outside. Turning that hip over just a little bit. And what I want to do is I want to really work these tight tender areas. If there's one spot, I'm going to hover over that spot, sink down on top of that ball, and we're going to spend about 45 seconds in total just working in and around that glute. Do a little quick assessment. How's it feel up towards that hip? How's it feel down towards that hamstring? We're going to work on all of these tight tender areas today. Same thing other side. Flip it over. Do a nice gentle glide. First one, I want you to start out nice. Broad strokes all the way up and down, side to side across that glute. Quick little check, how's that feeling? Maybe you need it in all of those target areas. All around it. I'm gonna hover on top of that ball, sink down. That's where you're gonna get all of that lovely tension that we're trying to get in there with that ball. Move it to another spot, hover over top of it. You can sink down, you can manipulate that posture there. And relax. Next spot, we're going to target the hamstring and the calf all in one. We're going to go right behind the knee. So that ball is going to go directly behind. What I want to do is scoop my heel close to my butt as I can get it. From here, I'm going to put those hands right where they were before and start to push my body forward. So as I push that body forward, we're closing down, clamping on that ball. We're getting some good work through the back of the hamstring and the calves here. What I want to do is I'm going to bring that knee just a little bit inside. Hold that knee just a little bit outside. I'm also opening and stretching those tendons around the knee here. So you get a lot of benefit not only through the muscles but through the joint capsule here. We're going to relax off of that. Same thing on the side. Put that ball directly behind. We're going to be gentle as we push those hips forward. Closing that angle down. Another little technique that I like to add or intensify this soft tissue work is to push that elbow into that knee. It's going to push that leg forward. Clamp down on that ball just a little bit harder. And you're just using the weight of your arm here to kind of add that extra 10% to it here. Go ahead and manipulate inside, outside. Push forward one more time. And relax, excellent. The last spot, we're gonna go all the way on the side and the front where your tibialis anterior is. So you got your shin bone, we're gonna go just to the side of that. Easiest way to kind of get set up on this is you're gonna set up like pigeon pose where you're gonna bring that knee up and foot to the inside. And from there, you're just gonna kind of pin that muscle on top of the ball. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of glide all the way up and down that shin. So we're just outside of that shin bone. I'm not directly on the bone itself, but working on that meaty tissue just to the outside of it. That one feels really good. It takes a lot of weight just holding your bodies up. Daily activities, walking, stairs. Good. Let's do the same thing on the other side. We're gonna pull that knee forward, bring that foot to the inside, place that ball directly underneath. And then I'm gonna use this hand to kind of glide and support and help that leg move. It's gonna help my hip relax, soften the body so I get a little bit deeper into those tissues if I keep them relaxed versus tense. Find one spot that's a little bit more tender, hover over that spot. You might be able to see it in the face. Breathe nice and deep. Breathe all that tension away. And relax, excellent. All right, we're gonna slide that ball off to the side. Next one, we're gonna stretch those target areas. First one we're gonna do is a lying figure four. So I'm gonna crisscross ankle over knee. From here, I'm gonna go ahead and grab that top knee here, and I'm gonna hug that ankle towards my chest. Option two, you can also support that leg here. Hold it in nice and close, and you're just kind of driving that knee up a little bit higher. You can even do a little combination of both. Find which one you like best. From here, I'm gonna start to target a little bit more outer hip and glute. I'm gonna drive that knee away from me and this ankle towards me, getting a little bit of a twist. And then the last one, which is one of my favorite ones, I'm gonna bring this foot down. Top foot is gonna come down towards the floor, and I'm gonna keep both shoulders down. I'm gonna do a little bit of a dynamic rotation. Getting a good stretch through the low back, hips, and even some of those oblique and trunk muscles here. Good, we're gonna switch to the other side. Give me figure four, ankle over knee. Hug that knee towards the chest. Try to slow that breathing down, pull that knee a little closer and closer. Support that leg any way you find most comfortable here. From here, I want you to take your free hand. We're going to drive that knee away. Pull that ankle just a little bit closer. Get a little bit more twist on that hip. Stretching out that outer glute. Perfect. From here, shoulders stay on the floor. We're going to drop that foot down. Nice, good moving twist here. Nice and slow, bring it over to the side, continuing to try to drive that knee out. And relax. Excellent. Next one, we're gonna come all the way through those calves. We're gonna loosen up hamstrings and calves right here. So I want you to come up into a nice, good pike or downward dog position. We're gonna be up on those tiptoes, and what I want you to do is drive one heel down towards the floor. We're gonna hold that for about 5 seconds. Then we're gonna switch to the other side. Good, we're gonna repeat one more time through. I want you to really relax that knee, keep that hip high, drive that heel down. Good, we're gonna come up on those tiptoes. Drop both heels down towards the floor. And then nice and slow, I'm gonna keep those knees and legs as straight as I can. Pick those toes up, and I'm gonna baby step nice and slow all the way back up as high as I can get. Come all the way back to the top. Whew. All right, next one, we're gonna target inner hip groin. I'm gonna go feet out wide here. So we're gonna do a little standing saddle stretch. I want you to come all the way down, straddle, not saddle. We're gonna come all the way down nice and slow to the floor. From there, I'm gonna kind of wiggle my feet out wide like I'm doing the splits. I'm gonna maintain control, push those hips back. Feeling that stretch through those inner hamstrings and adductor muscles here. Good, I'm gonna walk the hands over to one side, keeping both legs straight. Try to lean my ear down to one side. Nice and gentle, same thing other side, walk it over. Working each side just a little bit more on this straddle stretch. And then the easiest way to come out of this is if you walk those hands forward, you can bring those feet back underneath you. Perfect. Last one's gonna be more dynamic. We're gonna really work that lunge. So first one, I want you to come into this spider lunge. Spider meaning hands are gonna be inside, knees gonna be outside. All right, from here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my inside elbow, I'm gonna drop it down towards the floor, and then we're gonna reach up. I want you to give me 3 on each side, and we're gonna do this for 2 rounds apiece. So once you've done 3 reaches, we're gonna come back into that plank, switch sides, elbow down, reach back to the top. Try to get a little bit deeper through that lunge. And one more time each side. I want you to be able to sit up nice and tall, sink down through those hips. Nice good stretch right through the middle. Last time on the side. Take a big breath. Exhale and reach. And relax, excellent. How do those hips and hams feel? Mine feel a lot better now, all right? Stay tuned for more workouts. Quick announcement, we are live and in person in the house too as well. So if you want to join us on site 12:15 on Mondays, you can join us anytime. If not, stay tuned virtually. Appreciate you guys and have a wonderful week.